Yeah, I mean, I think since the beginning of the invasion, we've seen Russia really kind of take the battle to the information space. Even in sort of the initial days of the invasion, sort of creating propaganda and disinformation, that sort of a number of kind of faked videos that they created in the lead up to the renewed invasion of Ukraine in 2022. And since then, sort of an ongoing array of different tactics that we're seeing on social media platforms targeting the international community and sort of the opinions of the international community as a way of exerting political pressure over the leaders in international countries, particularly over their ongoing support for the Ukrainians in terms of weapons donations, but also in terms of other forms of political support. I would like to say yes, but I think the answer is no. I can't see a short end to this conflict. I sort of suspect that we're in a position that this will continue for years, possibly. And as the conflict drags out, I think we will see more action from Russia in terms of targeting particularly public opinion in the European Union. For example, we've seen already they're targeting public opinion in Germany, like seeking to stoke tensions over Ukrainian refugees in Germany and over the economic pressures that are coming to Germany and to other parts of Europe as a result of the sanctions on Russia. And I think we can expect that will continue and that will become a significant tactic in Russian disinformation going forward. Yeah, I mean, so initially their sort of justification seemed to be based around the idea that Ukraine was full of Nazis and they had to cleanse Ukraine of the Nazis and save the Ukrainian people. Then they shifted to a justification that it was because there were these dangerous biolabs in Ukraine, and now sort of they're increasingly shifting to more of kind of a war footing and positioning it as a war between Russia and NATO, and as an existential threat to the Russian Federation, and that's how they're continuing to sell it to their people. So we've seen the justification shift significantly since the beginning of the war, which I think is a reflection of the fact that it was always propaganda all along and not their real reasons. I think communicating in a clear and sort of compelling way, checking your facts always, checking your sources always. I think that would kind of go a long way. I think also working to maintain the trust with audiences. We know that Russian propaganda is very good at exploiting distrust and creating fractures between real journalists and their audiences, and I think that trusting relationship is so important.